Hello! If you watched my random fan cam of the BTS SMA Awards, SMA 26th event show night, you could hear that I was screaming quite embarrassingly, crazily, and but like I was still remaining kind of quiet because I was filming and didn't want to make the viewers die from their ears bleeding and exploding and all that. So Seoul Music Awards, BTS. Okay, so like the people watching the actual performance of BTS, that's like officially recorded, not like a fan cam. Like some of them are talking about this black ocean, and a lot of people were like, actually there was no black ocean, and I myself replied, yeah, there was no black ocean. I think if it did happen before, it didn't happen this time at least, because let me tell you what happened at the event. What the hell is this? So there are a lot of BTS fans internationally as well as in Korea, because for some reason a lot of international fans think that BTS is ignored or something in Korea. Like, I don't know who started that rumor, but like actually they're not. Like, a lot of Koreans know BTS. Like, they're like the new thing. Like, everyone knows them. And I haven't really personally encountered any haters in Korea at all. I think it's just some antis on the internet, but like they're not actually as hated as some international people, fans think. At least not from my experience. Like, if I say BTS, people are like, oh yeah, they're cool, I like their music. Or like, oh my gosh, I love them. Or yeah, like, whatevs. Yeah, and from what I experienced at the Seoul Music Awards. So, first of all, okay, I'll put it here. Another tablet, okay. Oh my gosh. So if this is the stage where they performed, this is the so-called Black Ocean area, aka that's where the idols were sitting, and that's a little stage where they all walk up from the backstage to up here, and this is all the idols sitting here, and right behind them is the VIP area, and there were fans there as well as probably some important people maybe, because it's VIP, I don't know, but like they were quieter there probably because the camera's right there. The cameras are right there, and also their idols right in front of them, and who wants to be like, ah, like right behind those idols, like, you know, like Korea's quite a, like, everyone's quite watchful, you know, I mean, like, yeah, anyways, and then upstairs here, this is the closest that we could get apart from the VIP area, and this is where I was sitting, and we were all super loud here, so this is where all the crazy fans were, okay, all around here. Then there's no Black Ocean, that's just the VIP and idols area, which is why it's black and quieter down there, okay, this, and then the third floor up here was also where all the crazy fans were. All of us back here, like, we're filling up most of the place, most of the stadium. We were the ones all screaming and stuff, but like the cameras mostly get only this front area, so like all the fans who comment on the official live footage video, they're all going like, not all, like some people are like, oh, there's that Black Ocean shit, and I'm like, it wasn't a black ocean, mate. Because there were a lot of BTS fans there, and we were actually super loud and screaming all throughout the BTS performance. Most of the, from what you could see, there were more EXO fans there that night, because there were a lot of them with those sticks there, and the screams were so loud every time any EXO member came up on screen. But the thing is, a lot of us were also BTS fans, but only some of us had Bangtan bombs. I didn't have a Bangtan bomb, but I'm a BTS fan, like, you know. And then we were lining up to get into the place. Like, people all around me were going like, "Ah, I'm here to see BTS, BTS, Bangtan," and like, yeah. So like, just because you can't see the Bangtan bombs doesn't mean that not many armies were there, and just because you can't hear screams that loudly from the actual live footage doesn't mean we weren't screaming. Because let me tell you, it was like so overwhelmingly loud, the entire stadium. It was probably louder than when EXO was performing, actually, all throughout BTS's performance, because like their performance was so like strong and stuff. Not saying EXO's isn't, but like, I don't know, like a lot of people like BTS, whether they belong to the fandom or not. Like, I think a lot of the EXO fans also like enjoyed BTS's performance, and also like when like Twice, G-Friend, all those other groups were performing, we were all also like singing along, and like even though some of us weren't actually fans or something, like we were like supportive of all the groups, and like Mamamoo, like a lot of us were like, "You're pretty! Wow!" like screaming onto the stage because like to show support, you know, even if we don't usually listen to them or something. So yeah, it's not, there was no like anti-fan kind of action going on, at least not from what I saw or experienced. If I'm going to be honest, since there were so many EXO fans, every time they screamed, I kind of just stayed quiet, and I clapped for them, but I didn't scream every time the EXO fans screamed, because it was already too loud anyways. I don't want to lose my voice. I was screaming like "Sugar!" too much every time BTS came on to get an award or like performed. So, you know, yeah, there was no Black Ocean. You're a Black Ocean. What are you talking about? And yeah, and it was so cool. A once in a lifetime opportunity for me came true so easily, just like that, through a friend of mine. Yeah, well, not necessarily easily, but like just it wouldn't have happened without their help. And oh my gosh, I voted for BTS like every single day for the Golden Disc Awards and also SMA. I voted so much. Yeah. For the Golden Disc Awards, it was kind of unfair because to get the major award, like, Sorry, I've been in Korea for like almost 2 months, and my English is getting a little muddled up, even though I grew up in New Zealand. The final votings include the votings of the album as well as the single, and BTS was like probably one of the only artists to only have one of them, like the album voting. So they had a less fair chance to win for the Golden Disc Awards, which is why they didn't end up getting the main award. Like, they weren't fourth for that. Yeah. And no offense to SHINee, but I feel like their scores were kind of rigged or something, because I looked up their single that was #1 for the voting thing, and it had hardly had that many views, and it wasn't really a popular song, no offense. I mean, and I was like, maybe some rich ass fans like spent a lot of money to vote for them, because you either vote through a daily process thing, or after that you can pay money to vote for them. And I feel like some rich ass SHINee fans voted hard out for them, because how else would they have won against EXO and BTS during this year where they were like probably the strongest boy groups? Because yeah, no offense, but yeah. And there were hardly any Blackpink fans there, which was a bit surprising. But yeah, I'm a Blackpink like supporter. I'm not like an obsessed fan, but like I'm kind of a fan. Like, I'm a borderline fan. I'm getting there. And but like, it was so quiet when they were on stage getting their award. So when they were like, "Oh, and thanks to our fans, blah blah blah," and there were hardly any cheers, and I felt bad because like I should have cheered, but I felt too self-conscious, so I just stayed quiet, and I was just like, go Blackpink, yeah, you're doing well. They were so good live, like their singing was perfect, and people around me were like, oh my gosh, 좀 잘해. Oh no, they were like, 진짜 잘해 라이브, 대박이다. Like, their lives like really good, man, and stuff. I'm embarrassed because I think my uncle and brother can hear me speaking. Anyways, yes, Norblick Ocean, chill out, yeah. And then, yeah.